Good morning, everybody. So happy that you could join us here to make this tremendous announcement about what's coming up in just a couple of years here in Northeast Ohio. My name is John Telich. I'm former sportscaster over at Fox 8, retired about 6 months ago. And we are now this morning talking to you about the largest international gathering in our city's history. This will take place right here in the land in the summer of 2024. The Pan American Masters Games is an international multi-sport event featuring up to 30 medal contending sports for athletes ages 30 and on up. I myself am a Masters athlete, was a marathoner in my 20s, a triathlete in my 30s, 40s, up to my mid-50s, and now at the tender age of 69, I'm still a practicing ultra-marathoner, David. I've seen David out on the trails, so I've been known to compete in races 50 to 100 miles, sometimes just as little as 31. Digging it in there. But I would also say that the amount of athletes that we'll have here in Cleveland and enjoying our city and competing to the utmost of their ability will be something that you haven't seen in quite some time. So I'm excited about the prospects of this event, and just know that they don't get older, they get bolder. And to right now bring to the podium the man that's helped make this happen, not just this event, so many other events right here in Northeast Ohio, the CEO and the president of the Greater Cleveland Sports Commission, Mr. David Gilbert. David?
It is 31. I love it. I love it. I love it. John, thank you. And I'm going to first start with a number of important thank yous. Certainly to everyone who joined us here today, Mayor, longtime friend, Congresswoman and member of our board, thank you for being here. County Executive Jens, and you'll hear, I'll tell you a little bit more about Junaid in a minute. Also, a number of Sports Commission board members are here. They're the backbone of our organization. Doug Neary, very good friend and board chair. And just a couple other important guests. Blaine Griffin, also a board member of Sports Commission, our city council president, and Samantha Hayward, also from IMGA, joining us along with Jens from Switzerland for the event. And as John said, we're here to formally announce today the 2024 Pan American Masters Games being held in Cleveland in July of 2024. It's a major event for our community in so many different ways. I mean, you think of it as really the world's Masters Olympics. First time this event has been held in the United States. We expect minimally 7,500 athletes plus an equal number of friends and family coming from 50 to 60 countries. These athletes will range from athletes in their 30s to athletes, some of them maybe 100 plus. And competing in 5-year increments in around, we're finalizing, but around 30 different medal sports all around the community. And what's great is Cleveland has really developed a very strong reputation, really as much as any city in our country, at hosting large national and international multi-sport events, things like the International Children's Games, the National Senior Games, the Gay Games, Transplant Games of America, among others. And it really, that portfolio is almost unmatched with any other city in the United States. And part of it is these are big undertakings, and we're not afraid of big undertakings. These 15 to 20,000 people will spend $18 million or more in our community. And this brings the total for the Sports Commission since our founding in 2000, now over 230 events, either having been held or attracted for future years to Cleveland, totaling over $860 million in direct spend that otherwise wouldn't have been here in our region. And the other reason, thanks. It takes a big village, The other reason, really two big focuses of this event that makes it so important. One, as John mentioned, we believe this will be the largest international gathering in the city's history, one place, one time. And there's so much we plan to do with that to showcase our city to people from around the world. And also really focusing on active aging and the types of programming that we will do to showcase to citizens of Northeast Ohio how to live healthier, active lives as they get older. And we are off and running. As I mentioned, big undertaking. We're a little under 2 years to go. We already have largely formed our local organizing committee, a number of chairs, a number of people from our board and others, and that will grow. We are excited that as of today, our website is live at clevelandmasters2024.com, and this is where we'll be feeding information out and gathering. Our database now already of athletes is in the tens of thousands, and we're going to be promoting the heck out of this event around the world. Our logo is now unveiled that I think we see up there. We call it Active and Proud, and that's now going to be out to the world. Our social channels are all now live, so we feel like the gun has gone off, and we are now off and running to make this what we believe will be the best event of its kind that's ever been held. That is really all I want to say, because we have a lot of great speakers to tell us more. So thanks all very much.
Not only can our next speaker hoop, he's done a great job of putting his vision into what we want to see in our city as we move forward. Ladies and gentlemen, the man who's leading the city of Cleveland, your mayor, Justin Bibb.
Well, it is certainly an amazing day in the great city of Cleveland, Ohio, and I've had the chance to see firsthand the importance and the power of these events and the impact it has on our city. When I took office on January 3rd, the next month, as we were coming out of a major spike in COVID-19, the city, with key partners in this room and on the stage, came together to host the NBA All-Star Game. And that event showed me firsthand how the power of sport can bring people together, but how the power of sport can showcase the greatness of our city, not just across the nation, but around the world. And so to have Cleveland, a land on the rise, host this event, the first city in America to host this event, truly is a fantastic accomplishment for all of us, but I also think it speaks to the great work that Dave has done and the board has done at the Sports Commission. So as mayor, I want us to just give them another round of applause for all the work they've done to move our community forward. I also want to say that as I've traveled across the country to pitch folks about the work we're doing in Cleveland, there was so much excitement about Cleveland. There's so much excitement about the Midwest, and I think this event will go a long way to build on that value proposition long term. And John, I'm also an athlete, recovering athlete, I might say. I can still ball a little bit, but I might need to pick up pickle-ball soon, because it might be an event that's going to be here when we host this important event. So I guess I should start practicing. So again, thank you so much for being here, and we look forward to hosting this amazing event. And congratulations to all who made this possible. Thank you so much.
I saw you ball at the NBA festivities. I think you've got a pretty good game there, Mr. Mayor, and the pride of Mount Pleasant neighborhood here in Cleveland and Trinity High School. Chantel Brown, next up on stage, U.S. House of Representatives, the 11th Congressional District. And Chantel, thank you so very much for being a board member of the Sports Commission, putting your impact and input into what we're trying to do here in Northeast Ohio. So ladies and gentlemen, Chantel Brown.
Thank you so much, John and Mayor and Dave. One of the things I wanted to do before I got into my remarks is just acknowledge two folks who also are on the board. My good friend and world-class athlete, Mayor Sellers, is here. Mayor Brad Sellers, please. And also another board member who I had the honor of, I think, succeeding me is our council president. Council President Pernell Jones is also here, ladies and gentlemen. So good morning. I am Congresswoman Shontel Brown, and I am thrilled to join you all today to welcome the 2024 Pan American Masters Games to Cleveland. The city eagerly anticipates hosting some of the most talented, determined, and inspiring people in the world who will come to our great city to showcase what they have devoted years of training to do while exemplifying sportsmanship to teammates and competitors alike. As a proud member of the Greater Cleveland Sports Commission, I cannot overstate how significant this will be for our great community. Cleveland is a proud city and has built a reputation for successfully hosting large multi-sports events with some of the greatest fans in the world. More than 8,000 athletes from all 50 states and all around the world, and twice as many traveling friends and family are expected to visit here. The Pan American Master Games will provide over $18 million in economic impact to our region and remind the world that the city of Cleveland is unparalleled. As athletes from around the globe come together to compete and celebrate active living at any age, the events will capture the best of humanity and bring us together for a common cause. Witnessing the results of years of hard work, sacrifice, and dedication is nothing short of inspiring. And I know these athletes will bring joy and amazement and remind us of the infinite potential we all possess, regardless of age. So I'm so proud that the Pan American Masters Games will once again put our city on the world stage by allowing Cleveland to serve as the first American host for this prestigious event. And you better believe Cleveland is ready to welcome the games in 2024. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Shontel. Of course, putting on this event takes incredible cooperation. City, obviously, folks on the county level, and that's where our next speaker comes into play. County's partnership with the Greater Cleveland Sports Commission, with the City of Cleveland, all this stuff has to meld, has to sync up, and we thank very much, before he gets to the podium, Mr. Armand Budish. He is, of course, your Cuyahoga County Executive. Armand, come on forward. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. As I get started here, I want to note that John Telich and Mayor Bibb both spoke about their athletic accomplishments, and I want to tell you, Jens, that I too can compete as long as you have an event for couch potatoes. Please put that in. I'm excited to welcome the Pan American Masters Games for 2024, along with our other great speakers. And as Congresswoman Brown mentioned, we will be ready here in Cleveland. That's what we do. We very successfully hosted the 2019 Major League Baseball All-Star Game, the 2021 NFL Draft, and the 2022 NBA All-Star Game, just to mention a few. We have a great partnership with the Greater Cleveland Sports Commission. They do a fantastic job bringing these major events and coordinating everything here in our county. I want to thank the International Masters Games Association for choosing Cleveland. 7,500 athletes and something like 15,000 visitors, they'll get to enjoy Cleveland in the summertime. That includes recreation on our beautiful Great Lake, an award-winning park system, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, vibrant arts and museum scene, and not too far away we have the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and we have Cedar Point, which is the roller coaster capital of the world. So I can assure you that you'll see, all our visitors will see, that you've made the best choice being here in Cleveland. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Armand. Well, how did the games get to Cleveland? Why Cleveland? A man with many answers regarding that is Mr. Jens Holm. He is the CEO of the International Masters Games Association. A great Cleveland welcome for Jens.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here today. Why did Cleveland get the games is the first question, I think, being asked. There are many reasons, as there always is. First of all, I would like to thank Cleveland Sports Commission for having done an amazing job and help us get attention to this amazing city. And then, once we got here and we did the evaluations, we realized that the compactness of the city center and all the venues are very high quality, along with this great spirit in the city, meant that this would be a perfect place for us to go to the United States, which we haven't been for a very, very long time. And so I am truly excited that we have chosen Cleveland, and I'm absolutely certain that everyone up here and everyone out there will help make this an amazing experience. Now, maybe I should say a little bit more about our organization as the International Masters Games Association. We are a fully non-profit organization based out of Switzerland. We sit in the International House of Sport along with the International Sports Federations, and we are recognized and work very closely with both the International Olympic Committee and the International Paralympic Committee. So one thing that has not been brought up this morning is that our events differ quite significantly from many other sports events in the fact that everyone can compete. So, Ahmad, yes, you can compete, but so can everyone else in this room. There is no qualification criteria, except for you have to be over the age of 30. And that's sort of the part and the essence of the games, is that we involve both the local community and the tourists who come in from outside. And this is a great chance to mix. Also, we should add that the tourists pay for their own way. So they will pay to come here, but they will also pay for their own accommodation, and thus create a great tourism impact in the city. But it's not just about money, it's also about social impact. And something that I feel is quite often overlooked is that we look to elite athletes as being role models for our kids, but the real role models at home are the parents and the grandparents, and that's why it's so important that everyone competes and live an active lifestyle, so we can show the next generation that this is something you can truly carry on for the rest of your life with. And not only do you feel better, but physically, but also it's very important for mental health, as we know. So with that, I will welcome all of you to compete in 2024, and I will certainly compete myself. So thank you very much, Cleveland, for taking our games, and I look very much forward to come back as often as possible. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and so happy that you chose the city of Cleveland. And boy, the rich history that Cleveland has had of hosting events of national and international significance is quite impressive. So this will be another one of those fantastic events. Thank you very much for believing in the city of Cleveland. Next up, a gentleman who is one of the great benefactors in our city. His businesses are very philanthropic, always looking towards helping others and making things happen in this city. Please welcome Ansir Junaid. He is the chair of the local organizing committee and the co-chair of the Junaid Family Foundation and Supply Side USA. Junaid, come on forward. Thank you, Ansir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Just for the record, Mayor, you're going to have some tough competition if you're going to try to compete with us, in 2024. I just want to start with what an exciting time to celebrate when the Cleveland is on the spotlight. This day announces to the world that Cleveland is an international city supporting diversity with a common language of friendship, peace, competition, and active living. The athletes will participate, demonstrates strength, ambition, and courage. And that is why all of us, especially Junaid Foundation and Supply Side USA, is a proud supporter of the Games. I'm pleased to announce another major partner who will help us with the great event. Please help me recognize and thanking TransDigm to the members. Thank you. Over the last year, there's been a lot of time has been put into this event. A lot more to do. The local organizing committee has been placed to support all facets of the participation and the execution of the event. But I can only tell you humbly that the major events like this one need support, a strong support from the business community engagement. We cannot do this without our valued corporations and partners in both financially and with best practices. The local committee, the event sponsors, and all the volunteers supports the Greater Sports Commission to execute the Games in the world-class fashion. If you're going to be involved, we welcome that. Please visit clevelandmasters2024.com. I encourage everyone who calls this great community home to be a part of the Pan American Games so that we can execute sports for all. And I will end by saying, Cleveland, let's show them how it's done. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, and thanks to all of the folks up here on stage for their input in today's proceedings. And obviously, thank you to you out there for attending and helping to spread the word. A couple of housekeeping items, if you will, before we officially wrap things up. Media interviews will be held on stage post-event. Everybody else there, of course, there are refreshments in the lobby for you to enjoy. We truly believe that the events that are taking place here in Cleveland, both in the past and coming up in the future, are among the greatest that you'll ever see here in the United States of America. The support that we get from corporate, the folks the volunteers that make these events go, it's unprecedented, and I think the folks for the Pan American Games have chosen the right city to put this deal on in 2024. If you're looking to get involved, you can volunteer, you can help us recruit athletes from across the globe, even the couch potatoes. You can become a partner or even participate in one of our community legacy projects surrounding the 2024 Pan American Masters Games. So for all this information, ladies and gentlemen, please visit clevelandmasters2024.com, as was just referenced a few moments ago. You can also sign up for the e-newsletter there to keep abreast of what's going on in developments as we move forward. Also, this is the social media era, and we get the word out very, very well in that regard. So follow, share on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at CleMasters2024. That's CleMasters2024. That's the handle. And that's how you can get in touch with us and also help spread the word. Thank you once again, everybody. Thanks to the folks up here on stage. And we look forward to seeing you in 2024 when the world turns its attention right here on our fantastic city. Thanks a lot, everybody.